All we're hearing about the last few days is how savage, cutthroat, and down deep in the mud political matters can become, and the host is South Carolina. Why hear others talk about it? Well, we can hear from someone who has experienced it firsthand. Nobody knows South Carolina like our next guest, especially after winning 3 terms there as senator, former presidential candidate, Senator Lindsey Graham. Senator, always a pleasure to get a chance to talk to you, so let me begin right there. Why is South Carolina so down and dirty, and why are the people there so proud of all the rumors, innuendo, and all that dirt?
Well, it's a bit exaggerated. Our license plate says smiling faces, beautiful places, except for the election. Now, it's going to be fine. You've got a lot of good candidates, and it's okay to contrast each other's record. And when it gets in the ditch, people will throw the flag. So I'm confident we'll have a spirited contest, but it'll be okay.
All right, spirited contest here. The man leading that spirited contest on the GOP side right now is Donald Trump with an overwhelming lead. In your opinion, will Donald Trump win South Carolina?
It's too early to tell. He's in a good position to win. We've got to consolidate the field. There's just too many people in the non-Donald lane right now, but a couple have dropped out. Chris Christie did an excellent job running for president of the United States. I like Chris a lot. Carly was a good voice for the Republican Party. After South Carolina, the field will get smaller. Then Donald's time comes when we consolidate the field. And this whole election is about creating an alternative to Donald Trump, and I think that's going to be Jeb Bush.
Now, you're supporting Governor Jeb Bush, so why are you backing Governor Bush, and why do you think that he is the man who can defeat Donald Trump?
Well, number one, I'm backing him because he's most prepared to be president of the United States. I think I'm best known for foreign policy and national security. Been to Iraq 36 times in the last decade, 140 days on the ground in Iraq and Afghanistan as a U.S. Air Force reservist. I made it my life's work to understand the military and the threats we face from radical Islam. I think Jeb has the temperament, the background, experience to be Commander-in-Chief on day one. He was Commander-in-Chief of the Florida National Guard for 8 years. He dealt with 8 hurricanes and 4 tropical storms in like 18 months. So I just like his temperament. I like his judgment. I like the way he carries himself. He can bring people together, and his plan to destroy ISIL to me makes the most sense. And we talked about it in August when I was still in the race before Paris, before San Bernardino. So I just trust him to do what's necessary to win this war and build coalitions.
You mentioned the words Commander-in-Chief. Many people believed before New Hampshire that Marco Rubio was the guy who would be best suited to be the CNC. Do you think he would be ready at all if he were to take those reins that first day?
Well, I will back Marco if he's the nominee. He'd certainly do a better job than Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders. But I think in January 2017, and that's just a few months from now, Jeb Bush is the best guy to be behind the Oval Office, sitting in the Commander-in-Chief's chair. Look at it this way. His dad was Vice President for Ronald Reagan. Dad was president, his brother's president. He understands the job. He did a terrific job in Florida, shaking up the system when it came to education, when it came to dealing with the bureaucracies down there, but he's got a steady hand. So I believe, and the Florida Guard was in charge of Abu Ghraib. He got to see that mess up close when he went to Iraq. I believe that he's best prepared and has the skill set to be Commander-in-Chief better than anybody else. Marco's day will come. He's very talented. He's my friend. I wasn't ready to be president at 44. Jeb has been tested better than anyone. That's why I'm for him.
I got about 45 seconds left. 2 questions. I want to circle back to Donald Trump one last time.
Sure.
He has used a lot of profanity recently, especially in New Hampshire. You think that's going to go over well in South Carolina?
There are a lot of Barbara Bushes in South Carolina. If you cuss in front of a Barbara Bush, you're going to pay a price. No, we don't like that. We like people who are respectful. We like people who are serious. We like people who understand our values. Trump values are not South Carolina values, I promise you that. And, that's what this election is all about. But he's done a good job. He's created a big movement. I understand frustration, but of all the people running, I think he'd get creamed in general election because he's made so many people mad.
10 seconds. Is he a real conservative?
No.
Why not?
How can you be a real conservative when you give money to the Clintons, when you're for partial birth abortion, when you want to have Obamacare? I mean, what he is an opportunist, not a conservative. And if you think that this guy's the real deal, then explain all the things he's done in the last 15 years that would make every conservative throw up.
In a few words, said very well. Senator Lindsey Graham, thanks for joining us. The Hardline continues.